and action.
But winning will take more than good looks.
A Hallmark leading man should have it all.
So first and foremost, congratulations on finding Mr. Christmas. And I will start with Jonathan. So as the co-creator of this whole shebang, how did this idea come to mind?
Well, you know, so many people have fallen in love with Hallmark Channel and the pop cultureness of it and just the fandemonium that is Hallmark Channel movies that we've come to love. And so all my friends who are actors are always like, hey, Jonathan, how can I get one of those Hallmark movies? Hey, can you give me one of those Hallmark movies? Mm-hmm. Because everyone loves them so much. And so I thought, what better way to add new actors to the Hallmark roster than to have a reality competition show where we watch 10 guys go head to head to see which one of them can come out on top and be that next Hallmark leading man. Because I think it's so fun to go on the journey of each of the actors. Because when we watch Hallmark, we just see the finished product. We see the leading man that's on camera. What if we watch the journey to get there? And that was really interesting to me.
Now, why do you think that it was time for a new leading man? Because as a Hallmark fanatic, I mean, I feel like we're fine with the recycled actors that we get.
Okay.
You don't know what you haven't got until you see it.
You don't know what you don't know what you're missing until you see it.
You get it. Okay.
Okay. And look at you coming for my job. You're like, we're good. We're good. Stop with that. No. You don't know what you don't have until you see it. And I think that's the spirit of Hallmark and all the stars that are on the network is so beautiful because they come from a spirit of when each other's movies are premiering and airing, supporting each other and wanting each other to do well. We're not a competitive family. We're a family of support, undeniable support of the network. So it's great that we have all these seats at the holiday table, but who are we turning around and grabbing the hand of and bringing to the table next, right? There's always, the world's always evolving. Things are growing. We have Hallmark Plus now. We have Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. We have Hallmark Channel. There's so many places to watch content. We need more actors.
Which is why we're here.
Which is why they're here. Yeah. And we have great episodes of TV for you, okay?
Very excited.
So I'm definitely excited for this. Like I said, this is uncharted territory. Now, one more final question for you, Jonathan. As a Hallmark leading man, what quality were you looking for in the competitors that would make Mr. Christmas?
Yes. Nothing that these two have, okay? No, just out the door. No, I'm kidding. They're amazing. I would say these two guys plus the other 8 brothers that they have in this show all embody the same 5 qualities, hands down, no question. They're all charming. They all have a great sense of humor. They all have a great wit about them. They are kind people. As people, just as humans, they are kind. And they all have a huge heart. And that's what makes a Hallmark leading man. And they all are, every single one of them embody every single one of those traits.
Now, Hayden, were you a fan of the Hallmark Christmas movies before? Or was this just like a casting that you saw and you were like, this is my chance?
Here's something really cool. We don't have the Hallmark Channel in Australia. So my beginnings for Hallmark were when I moved to America. Actually, I lived in Vancouver for a little while, and Hallmark's huge in Canada, right? So I really got
a lot of films are made there.
Yeah. So I got my kind of lessons in Hallmark when I lived in Canada for a little while, and now I've been living in America. So I'm really catching up on the Hallmark culture here. I like not being from America or from here. I'm so over the moon that I can be a part of this because it's huge, and I hope to bring it back to Australia in some fashion.
Look at him. He's bringing it back.
Yeah.
Already expanding the network. Okay.
You definitely will.
So Isaac, talk to us about the competition. Were you surprised by anyone? Like, was there someone who you thought was going to be an underdog, and then you were like, oh, that's the one I need to beat?
Oh, that's a great question. As soon as I walked into the room, I knew all these guys were going to be competition.
Yeah.
They're all such great guys. But it was like Jonathan was saying, it was more of a support thing. Once you're there, you feel like a family. So it's hard to compete with people who you actually care about, who you want people to do good, right? Yeah. Like the guy next to you, I want him to be good. I want the guy next to me to be good. I want everybody to do great, So it's hard to see it that way, but I'm a very competitive man myself. Very competitive. I grew up with 7 siblings, so I know what it's like to compete in sports, in music, playing instruments, all this stuff, and try to be the best you can be. But at the end of the day, it all comes back to what Jonathan was saying is support. And that's what we were to each other. We supported each other. We wanted each other to be successful in whatever it was that we were doing. Don't get me wrong, though. We were very, very competitive.
Yes.
We're guys.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
It's like brothers, right? Like the brothers will be like, oh, we're going to support and love each other. And then they're going to go play basketball and come for blood during the game. And then when the game's over, they're back to it. So it was like 10 competitors walked in as competition and they left as a brotherhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it. So it was beautiful to be a part of that.
Now, while Hallmark may be good, clean fun, reality TV is not. So I'm wondering how, as the competition goes along, how dirty this gets. So was there any drama that made it feel like you guys were in an actual?
Oh, well, I guess you're going to have to watch to find out, aren't you?
Yeah.
There's drama. I'm not going to tell you the drama, but there's definitely drama on the show. However, it's done in a way that only Hallmark can, right? So like, I think what Finding Mr. Christmas is doing is changing the face of reality television. I really do believe that, because I think what we did such a fantastic job of is creating a show that has high stakes. It has high competition. It has a lot of cliffhangers and moments of uncertainty, but it's all done with heart and kindness. So we've proven that you don't have to flip tables and throw drinks in people's face to have good reality television. You can still have kindness and heart and make a great show. You just have to do it correctly. And that's exactly what we did with Finding Mr. Christmas.
And to add to that, if I may, this is real. Everything you see, it's us. Yeah. So you get to experience who we really are. You know, behind if the person you see right now, this is who you get. Yep. With all of us.
We don't produce you guys on the show. They're just who they are.
It's a beautiful thing. So you want to be a part of us, we're gonna show you. Yep. We're gonna pour our hearts to you. So be ready for that.
Yeah, look at this soundbite machine over here. Look at him just soundbites left and right.
Between him with the sound bites and Hayden over here expanding it into new countries and territory, you guys have
Finding Mr. Christmas has taken over the world. Domination.
We will dominate for sure.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with all three of you, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.